Update! It's been another week, and here we are, back again, back in the office. You guys spent a week in Vancouver, learning about what it's like in the real industry, which kind of bleeds into what I wanted to talk about today. This is gonna be a short one because I want to keep working on the episode. I'm a couple scenes away from a rough cut, and then it's just effects and everything. Speaking of effects, let's see if we can get him on the line. Let's see.
Hi, this is Ryan Wolf's voicemail. I'm unable to come to the...
Well, he's not answering the phone. I guess he's just too busy working on effects. We'll see if we can get him next week. And I wanted to let you guys know that the question of film versus video is very much alive and well at rummage sales in the Midwest. It's between the Kodak Ectosound 140 or the Canovision 8 E6-7. The battle of film versus video rages on. I've been thinking a lot about YouTube lately. Actually, I went and saw Midnight in Paris, the new Woody Allen movie, yesterday. And aside from the fact that it was just really good, it made me think about the nature of what's happening right now. Like, I personally am a relic of a system that is rapidly becoming antiquated. You know? Like, all I wanted to do was merge with the movie industry. I wanted to merge with the studio system. You know, I never wanted to have to market myself or raise money. I wanted to be a hired gun. You know, writing staffs, directors, stuff like that. And I'm not saying that that system is going away. I only say antiquated because, like, my whole life, one of my aspirations was to walk into a video store, go down the shelves, and see my movie on it, you know? Or my series on it, on the shelves of a DVD store. And frankly, that's you know, video stores are gone. Okay, so maybe I could see something on a Netflix queue. Not exactly the same thing, you know? It's like, it's information on a site somewhere. It's not, it's the difference between, you know, writing a book for the Kindle and having a copy of a book that you wrote, you know? All those pages sit as evidence of this thing you accomplished. Which is very tactile and probably a little pretentious, but it's a thing. And that's an interesting question too. Like, does the fact that a book is just on Kindle affect your decision whether or not you want to read it? That's not the question for this week, because I'm actually getting into this other thing. Partners Project interviewed Damien from OK Go. He said that right now is a crazy time to be a creative person. Anyone who's creative and can put content out and get people interested in it can theoretically make a living off of it. Eventually, you know, corporations find a way to, like, rope it in and kind of take control of it. But at the he compared what's happening now to the Wild West. He said it's the Wild West right now. And I thought that was really awesome. What Midnight in Paris did for me, he was like, oh man, Paris in the 20s. That's when all the creative, all the really inspirational people existed and were, like, together, and, you know, like Hemingway and Fitzgerald and Picasso and Dali, you know, like everybody was there, and it was such a revolutionary time creatively. Through the magical Deus Ex Machina, he gets to, like, travel back and, like, hang out with these guys. And he finds out that to them, you know, the great times were 40 years before. That's when all the creativity was happening, and they missed out on it. And this is one of those times. This right now is one of those times. You know, like, they're gonna look back and be like, man, if I could have just been there when vlogging was a thing and you could just get out there on the internet and people would, and there was this communication. You know, people are gonna look at channels like the Vlog Brothers, like Wheezy Waiter, maybe Dan Brown, you know, Charlie. They're gonna look at Charlie, they'll look at Crab Sticks. Of course, Freddie W. I mean, good grief, right? They're gonna look at Zay Frank, you know? They're gonna be like, this was when it all happened, and I missed it. Of course, by then they'll be working on something that people 50 years from then will be like, oh god, I missed it. But this feels like one of those important times. And this actually turned into quite a long spiel. I need to stop and edit this because I need to keep working on the episode. I'm still going through the questions that all you guys submitted. Do you edit your YouTube subscriptions frequently? What warrants unsubscribing to someone? Why do you unsubscribe to somebody? For me, it's if I go through and, like, I don't recognize somebody's username, and then I click on it, and if I haven't seen their most viewed video, because that's what I usually click on first, or I unsubscribe to them, which is not a very good method, actually, because the most viewed video on Pineapple Boy Films, I think, is Lobotomy Girl, which does not necessarily reflect the content I'm making now, at all. Anyhow, it's been a week. I'll see you in a week. Catch ya.